Yeah, first of all, thank you. I would say now I'm very, very, very happy. And yes, I don't, you know, I have been preparing for this. Ghanaians have been preparing for this. And today's game was like, we have to kill ourselves because Ghanaians have been like, now it's time for us to win this WAFCON. And also, an individual person, I have to win this AFCON because it's a great, a great tournament. And I would like, my name to be in the, in the history books, in Ghana, in Africa, in worldwide. So today I'm very happy. I'm very, very happy. And I know Ghanaians, you are happy.
What a game, what a game, what a game, what a game for the Ghana Black Queens. Eventually, they were able to overcome Algeria and quite controversially, some situations or some of the refereeing decisions were quite crazy to look at. We'll review the game today. We're going to talk about the Black Queens, the opponents for the next game, and we'll also talk about Kudus Mohammed, who has come for high praise after he made his debut for Tottenham Hotspur. They played in a preseason friendly. Preseason games have already begun. Manchester United as well played 0-0 today versus Leeds United. We'll talk about all that today, but I'm excited and ecstatic for the Ghana Black Queens. We won a penalty shootout. Many of us, including myself, did not have confidence of especially looking at the 120 minutes of making it through. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Click on that notification bell to get more updates. We'll jump right into it. And first of all, what a game from the Ghana Black Queens that they suffered through this 120 minutes. There were moments in which I almost gave up. The girls were lethargic, they were wasteful, and they could not kick the ball to save their lives. Doris Bodua had her chances where she could have probably been a bit more swift, but you could see how much fatigued they were. It was a game in which I felt Ghana would lose it. Remember, heading into this game, Algeria had not lost. Yes, well, they had not conceded a goal. They had not conceded a goal. Essentially, they had not lost a game. They've drawn and found themselves here. And it was a tough one. They had met Nigeria, the most successful nation in this Women's African Cup of Nations. And still, they had not lost. They did not lose, they did not concede. And it was a whole order. In the first half, Ghana got a goal ruled out. And if you look at it clearly, it was a right decision from the referee. VAR called it for offside. However tight it was still a right call. Aside that, I think the referee made some suspect decisions, pointing to throwing in another direction when she should have. Some of her fouls, the calls for fouls against Ghana and for Algeria were quite suspect. The referee left me frustrated and questioning her competence, I have to say. But all in all, it did not cost us in the end. The girls looked a bit tired heading into the second half, especially, and into extra time. We should have won it in normal time, but it wasn't meant to be. Chantel, unfortunately, was not at her best. Misplaced passes, very poor shots. But also, Algeria were opponents who were happy with going into a penalty shootout. Little they don't know what was going to happen. The game was painful to watch if you're a Ghanaian. Poor refereeing decisions coupled with our players not taking their chances, coupled with the team looking a bit tired. I don't know, but the coach has a lot of work to do. Now, Ghana head into the next game versus Morocco, which will be a very tough semi-final game. And some of you were asking in the comments whether this game will go on to determine whether we go to the World Cup. I, for one, thought it was the case, but I've learned that it's not the case. There'll be another African Cup of Nations next year that will serve as a qualifier for the Women's World Cup 2027. So we'll be on the lookout for that one. That being said, this was a good exercise and a penalty shootout, a rare occasion that Ghana has won. We are through 4-2. Algerians missed their first penalty. It was saved rightly by our keeper. Our keeper looked up to the task with some of the antics she had on the line when the penalty shootouts were going to be taken. I enjoyed watching that. I enjoyed watching Ghana win this one here. Quite excited for the semi-final, and at this point, I'm excited with the progress we've made. Many people are trolling our former coach after she was thrashed yesterday, literally, by Nigeria Super Falcons. But it is football. It's a funny old game sometimes. And Nora, who was the one who brought us to this tournament, left us quote unquote hanging. Kim Kegren has done his bit and gotten us over the line into the semi final. We could go all the way, we could finish third. We are in the last four out of 24 countries that started this tournament. That is the highlight for me. And it's been a while. Ghana have taken part in this competition and they've struggled to make a mark. They are making a mark now. I'm excited to be a part of that competition and a part of it as they are doing just that. Exciting game to watch, exciting end to say the least. 4-2 it ended for Ghana, and it will be versus Morocco on Tuesday. Today, as well, some interesting games were taking place in preseason, and our Ghanaian contingent and our main man, who is a star boy right now for West Ham United, formerly West Ham United, now Tottenham Hotspur, Kudus Mohammed came for high praise. He provided an assist for his club side in their 2-0 win. Tottenham Hotspur began their preseason games with a game versus Reading, and Kudus start in this one here. The assist followed some good bit of play, with many calling him a player that is difficult to tackle, a player that will worry defenses this season. Kudus is always getting the spotlight. He's a main man, a showman, and he also said that he's one who likes to entertain and make fans' time worth it at the stadium. Well, he did just that, and fans are going crazy for him. A sample of some of the comments that came in are on your screen right now, and it's fair to say that he has gotten, or he has hit the right notes on his debut for Tottenham Hotspur. Some would say it's just preseason. Can he do it when the season starts itself? We all know he can. We all know he can, and we believe in our star boy. The star boy is a star at Tottenham Hotspur already, and everyone is going gaga over that. And that is how I end today. Excited for the Ghana Black Queens. They've made it through to the next round, a semi-final clash with the host Morocco. A tall order, but as someone said in the comments, in football, anything can happen, and we are open to all the surprises. Your thoughts in the comments box on how far you think Ghana can go. Can they go all the way? Let me know what you think in the comments box. I'll see you guys in the next one. A Ghana Nigeria final would be sweet. Kudus Mohammed as well, shining for Tottenham Hotspur. Enjoy the rest of your evening.